Want to create professional mug templates in Canva that are wraparound all the way around the mug, that are the perfect dimension and the perfect placement? Awesome, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do it, and with a secret tip that is foolproof. I promise this will be the last template video for mugs you will ever need to watch. We're gonna cover it all right now. But first, serious question here. How do we like the new hair? Do we like it? I feel like I like it. I had to cut off some dead ends. You know, I'm feeling it. Anyway, let's get back to it. The trickiest part ultimately is sizing the dimensions of the template you need, which of course has to do with the size of the mug, right? Well, there's a lot of different mugs, and it really depends what you're wanting to do with the template. For instance, if you are a print-on-demand seller and you're wanting to create your own templates for additional photos or things like that, then you're going to want to go to your print-on-demand provider. Easy enough? But what if you're not doing print on demand? What if you're wanting to sell the template? Let's dive in to the main places or the main Google searches that I will do when I am trying to figure out the sizings for a specific template. Full wrap mug print on demand. There we go. And the reason I'm doing it that way is so that we can truly find a mug that is a full wrap around. So let's scroll down and see if we can find one here. I see one right here that literally says a full color wrap imprint. So let's click on this. And this company looks like it's printglobe.com. So as we can see, this is exactly the full wrap that I'm thinking of, with just the little handle portion sticking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to see what they offer as far as dimensions or templates. Scrolling down, then you see where it says product details. It'll show us the size, and it'll also show us the size of the wrap printing area is 10.312 by 3.875. So we already have some dimensions. Great. What about a template? Now this is the best part. If you go to proofing and artwork here, see this download template? If we download this template, we can literally use this as a full guide to create our own template. As you can see, this is the full shape. It's exactly what we're looking for. Now that we have that and it's absolutely perfect, right? We have the dimensions, we know exactly what we have to do or can do. What if we wanted to look at it from another perspective? We can look at suppliers, and sometimes suppliers are the best place to look because a lot of them are on top of the curve. They're on top of what's poppin' in the sublimation industry. So when wind spinners became a big thing, I saw it on their websites before I started seeing it pop up on Etsy, and everybody now has wind spinner files, but I always see it pop up before. Let's say we're looking for car coasters this time. We're gonna put in car coaster sublimation blanks. And then we'll get a whole bunch of different blanks that you can order as in bulk from a bunch of different companies. There's Coastal Business Supplies right here. Let's say we want to use this type of car coaster. This is really popular with that little notch in it. Sometimes that's also a difficult one to create. Scroll down and then click on downloads. And then it's going to give you a PDF or an EPS, etc. of the design file. As you can see, we've opened this up and now we have the perfect shape we need for car coasters. So those are the two big tips and takeaways that I wanted to tell you as far as how you can get the right dimensions and the right shape. No more guesswork, just get the right ones. Now that the first step is done, we know how to find our templates to go off of. We know how to find the dimensions to go off of. Now we're gonna head over to Canva and get started on our mug template. All right, so our dimensions are 10.312 for width, 10.312 by 3.875 in height. And this is for an 11-ounce mug. So depending on the size that you are going to create, you're going to need to look at the template and it'll tell you the dimensions. Now we're going to upload the template that we got from them. So we'll just click on that. All right, and now here is our template here. And we know that we're not going to need any of this stuff, so we can just highlight it and delete it. Perfect. And now we're going to want to adjust this so that that white goes to the edge, because that is our actual template, not the gray. So we're just going to size this to where just the white is within the space. Now, this isn't an even template, as you can see. Some people make better templates than others, but we are at least getting the basic shape down. So here is our basic shape. Now we need to make our own Canva frame out of this. So we're going to be taking just basic shapes. We'll zoom in a bit. Here we go. And we're just going to get it as close as we can. That looks pretty darn. Just in case though, let's lower down the opacity so we can really see. I think that's actually pretty dead on. So I'm going to grab that one and pull it down to the bottom one. Put it in the same spot, roughly in the same location. All right, and now we need to make sure that they are aligned. So we're gonna click on the 3 dots and go to alignment. All right, and then we're gonna center these. Now these are perfectly aligned, so we just need them to align well on here. Wonderful. Now we will just hold the Alt key down so we can duplicate them, and we're gonna move them all the way across so that they're in the same exact spot. Make sure that we're covering, but we're not over covering. That's great. So now the shape that we're left with, that white, is the actual shape that we want this template to become. So our next step in Canva is to create this black, and we're going to make this turn black. Here we go. We're gonna put this square, but we're gonna put it behind. So we're gonna move this over, here we go, and move this down. Perfect. Now we're going to send it to the back. Now we are just going to go to position, go to the layers panel, and just pull it back behind those blue little circles. Wonderful. All right. So I'm actually going to switch these circles to white, and you'll see why here in a moment. But we're going to change these to white. And now we're starting to get this template looking like a template. But as you can see, there's a little white on the edges. So I'm going to grab this and just make sure that it's all the way to the edge of the template. All right, this is looking really good. Let's make sure this is all the way to the edge of the template too. So right now this is looking really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. You can download whatever you want. I'm going to download a JPEG. Go. And for this case, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to add a page. You can delete this if you want, but just in case something goes wrong, I like to just add a page for now. And I'm going to upload that now. There we go. We're going to make this the same exact size as our canvas. Perfect. Now we're going to use this wonderful tool that they have in Canva now, and it is to help create mockups. It's not always accurate, but when it's something like this, it's crazy accurate. So we're going to go down to mockups, and then we're going to click create mockup template. And it's basically going to use its AI or whatever it uses to detect the edges and decide what we want to be the template or the frame. Looks good. We'll go back up here to element, and I'm just going to click on a cute cat pattern. We're just going to drag and we're going to drop it. This is the perfect template. It can be printed just like this. What's going to print is just this section here. And when we put it on our mug, we can just easily cut these out. Now, if you don't like that and you want to make it a perfect template without those little notches in there, then what you're going to want to do is before we do this step, you'll want to put it into a system that can remove those for you. The issue can be with Canva is that when we're at this stage here, we can't use the background remover because it won't detect the background. We can't use the magic eraser because it's too good of an eraser. Because watch, if I click here and we go to erase, it's going to erase and fill, which is not what we want it to do. See how it just erased it and it made the background look good again. So that's not an option either. Now, you may have found another way within Canva to do this, but I haven't yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull this into Affinity and I'm going to do it that way. And now I'm going to choose to just delete the white. And how I would do that is I would go to Pixel Persona, I would click on the selection tool, and I would just click, 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 click. And then I would grab the move tool, make sure they're selected, and I would delete them. There we go. And then I do Control D to deselect everything. And then I would save this then as a PNG, go back to Canva, and do that process we just did again, but with just the PNG. To show you how it's going to work, let's go ahead and just change this background color so that you're able to fully see that it doesn't have that white. And we'll just change it to like this little grayish color. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. So we'll go ahead and upload that PNG now. As you can see, it doesn't have those anymore. And we're going to drag this in, size this. Again, perfect for an 11-ounce mug. Then we'll go down to mockups, create a custom mockup. And now we have our image done. We can grab and we can drag and drop right into our image. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you learned a little something that you can apply for your future template projects. If you're going to give this a try or you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments and getting back to you. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so that it gets sent out to all the other people looking for ways to create templates in Canva. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified every single time I post a video. Get out there and design a life you love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.